Before you decide to sell or rent your Beaufort, North Carolina property, you need to ask one important question. What do you need this property to do for your life right now? Do you need cash from the sale so you can move forward, downsize, settle an estate, or buy your next home? Or do you want to keep the property, build long-term wealth, and possibly create rental income? The answer is not the same for every homeowner. In Beaufort, the right choice depends on your property condition, your location, your carrying costs, your comfort with being a landlord, and your long-term plans. In this video, we're going to walk through the major factors that can help you decide whether selling or renting your Beaufort property makes more sense. Beaufort is a unique coastal market. A home here is not just a structure on a piece of land. It may have lifestyle value, water access value, historic charm, vacation appeal, retirement appeal, or long-term investment potential. That is why homeowners often pause before selling. They wonder, should I keep this property as a rental? Or will I regret letting go of a Beaufort home? Those are fair questions. But emotion alone should not drive the decision. The property may feel valuable, but it still needs to make financial and practical sense if you're going to keep it. Selling may be the better choice if you want a cleaner, simpler next step. For example, selling may make sense if you are relocating, downsizing, settling an inherited property, freeing up equity, or no longer wanting to manage repairs, taxes, insurance, and maintenance. It may also make sense if the home needs major updates before it can attract strong renters. A property that needs a new roof, HVAC work, structural repairs, moisture repairs, or cosmetic updates may not be ready to become a rental without a serious upfront investment. And in a coastal town like Beaufort, maintenance is not something to ignore. Salt air, storms, humidity, flood exposure, and insurance costs can all affect the true cost of ownership. So if keeping the home adds stress, risk, or financial pressure, selling may give you more freedom and certainty.
Renting may make sense if the property is in good condition, located in an area with strong demand, and the numbers work after expenses. Some Beaufort homeowners like the idea of keeping the property because they may want to return later, pass it down to family, or hold it as a long-term investment. That can be a smart move in the right situation, but you need to look beyond the monthly rent. Rental income is only one side of the equation. You also need to factor in mortgage payments, taxes, insurance, repairs, maintenance, vacancies, property management, utilities, if applicable, and the possibility of unexpected expenses. A property may sound profitable when you only look at gross rent, but the better question is, what is the realistic net income after everything is paid? One of the most useful ways to make this decision is to compare two numbers. The first number is your likely net proceeds if you sell. That means your estimated sale price minus mortgage payoff, closing costs, commissions, repairs, and any other seller expenses. The second number is your realistic net rental income. That means your expected rent minus mortgage, taxes, insurance, repairs, maintenance, management fees, vacancies, and reserves. This is where the decision becomes clearer. If selling gives you a strong financial result and helps you move forward, that may be the better path. If renting produces meaningful income, preserves a property you want to keep, and fits your long-term plan, then renting may deserve serious consideration. But if the rental only looks good when everything goes perfectly, that is a warning sign. In Beaufort, location can change the entire decision. A property near downtown Beaufort, Taylor's Creek, the waterfront, marinas, restaurants, and historic streets may have different buyer demand and rental appeal than a home farther inland. Waterfront and water access properties also need extra review. Dock condition, elevation, flood zones, insurance requirements, drainage, and storm exposure can all affect both resale value and rental performance. Historic district properties may also involve design guidelines or approval processes for certain exterior changes. That does not mean you should not own or rent one, but it does mean you should understand the responsibilities before making a decision. A newer inland home, a historic cottage, and a waterfront property may all require different strategies. Taxes should also be part of the conversation. Selling a primary residence may be treated differently than selling an investment property. Turning a home into a rental can also affect future tax considerations, depreciation, capital gains, and how the property is reported. If you plan to use the property personally and rent it part of the time, there may be additional rules to understand. This is why it is smart to speak with a tax professional before making your final decision. A realtor can help you understand market value, buyer demand, rental positioning, and likely sale proceeds. Your tax advisor can help you understand the tax impact of each option. Together, those two conversations can give you a much clearer picture.
The financial numbers matter, but so does your lifestyle. Some people are comfortable being landlords. They understand repairs, tenant calls, leases, turnovers, and maintenance. Others do not want that responsibility at all. Even with a property manager, you still own the asset. You still make big decisions. You still carry the risk. Ask yourself, do I want to manage a rental property, or do I mainly like the idea of keeping the property? That is an important distinction. If you are already busy retiring, moving out of state, or helping family members through a transition, the simplicity of selling may be more valuable than the possibility of rental income. Before you choose whether to sell or rent, ask yourself these questions. How much equity do I have in the property? What would I likely walk away with if I sold? What rent could the property realistically generate? What repairs or updates are needed before selling or renting? Can I handle vacancies, maintenance, and unexpected expenses? Do I want to own this property 5 or 10 years from now? And finally, does keeping this home support my life, or does it create more stress? Those questions can help you move from guessing to making a confident decision.
The truth is, there is no one-size-fits-all answer. For one Beaufort homeowner, selling may be the smartest move because it unlocks equity and removes responsibility. For another, renting may be the better long-term strategy because the home is in good condition, the location is strong, and the owner wants to keep a foothold in Beaufort. The key is to compare both options clearly before you decide. At Star Team Real Estate, we help Beaufort homeowners look at the real numbers, the local market, the property condition, and the next step that makes the most sense for their situation. If you own a property in Beaufort, North Carolina, and you are trying to decide whether to sell it or rent it, do not make that decision based on guesswork. Look at your likely sale proceeds. Look at your realistic rental income. Look at your property condition, insurance, taxes, maintenance, and long-term goals. Then make the decision that supports your next chapter. If you would like help comparing your options, call Star Team Real Estate at 252756556. We will help you look at your Beaufort property from both sides so you can decide whether selling or renting makes the most sense for you.